Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today is Friday, which means we are going to be doing another Dungeons & Dragons description video. And today is going to be a prestige class description straight from the Races of Stone. We are going to be talking about the Blade Bravo. Now, the Blade Bravo is actually a very useful class. It's best, well, you have to be a gnome to get into it. The prereqs are Gnome, base attack bonus of 5, I think 4 ranks in Bluff, and you have to have a couple of feats, Combat Expertise and Weapon Finesse and Weapon Focus with a Rapier. So that's kind of nice. Oh, yeah, that's basically what it is, which are some pretty nice feats, to be honest. Basically, the whole focus of these guys is they use a Rapier, and they just really own with that rapier. They get a lot of really cool stuff too. They're actually a weird hybrid between the fighter and the rogue, which is why those are generally good classes to like stack with that. Either go fighter or rogue, or maybe 3 levels of each. You could go in with 4 levels of fighter or 6 levels of rogue, is what it would take to get in. You could do, like I say, 5 levels of fighter and 7 levels of rogue. Sorry, my bad. But you could also do 3 levels of each, and that would get you the prereqs. So that works. It's not a bad way to do it. Honestly, I think it's a little bit more suited for the rogue. Although, I don't know, it's hard to say. Basically, some of the benefits you get is you actually get a bonus feat every 3 levels. Not every 2 like the fighter, but that's still pretty good. You also get sneak attack every, I think, 4 levels, which is, only half that of the rogue, but again, that's pretty good. You also get so many other benefits. A lot of them are specific for being small, because you have to be a gnome to get in. Like they get eventually they're going to get a +2 dodge bonus for every size class you are smaller than your opponent. So, against large opponents, medium opponents, which is most of the people you're going to be fighting, you get a +2. Large, you'll get a +4. Huge, you'll get a +6. Then gargantuan a +8, and colossal a +10. I think something like that. I think I might have forgot a size in there, but it's pretty insane how big of a AC bonus you get. You also eventually are going to get an ability where anytime you're fighting someone bigger than you, you get a +4 to confirm the crit. So you still need to actually, on your initial attack roll a crit threat. But then when you roll to confirm, you get that additional +4, which is pretty nice, especially seeing as you're going to be using a rapier. And improved critical is one of the bonus feats you can get, which improved critical on a rapier will give you a 15 to 20 threat range, which is insane. That's a 6 out of 20 shot. It's a little better than a 1 in 4 chance. So that's pretty good, all in all. That puts you, I think, somewhere around a 30% chance almost, which is good. It's really good. Actually, I think it is exactly a 30% chance. So yeah, very useful. How I would go about building an effective Blade Bravo, you're going to be using a rapier, which doesn't do a whole lot of damage on its own. Potentially dual wielding, that's not a terrible way to go. I don't know if I'd focus on that one though. I think I'd rather take other options, but that's a way to do it. What I would do more so is I would focus on the crit aspect and the sneak attack aspect, getting as much out of those as you can, because that's really where the damage is going to come from, much like it does with the rogue. The only advantage with these guys is it's easier to get crits and easier to get sneak attacks than it normally is. They also get a really nice ability at 10th level, which you're going to be way up there by the time you actually get that. You'll be, easily you'll be at least 15th level character by this point. But still, you get the ability to what is it? You can actually deal. I can't talk right now, but basically, let me this up so I can remember. Oh yeah, basically what it is anytime you get, anytime someone engages you in melee combat and misses, so like anytime like a fighter or a barbarian comes at you, you can actually get a attack of opportunity against them. You can do it once per round only, but that's still an attack of opportunity like every round. And especially seeing as, at this point you're talking 15th level at least. And, those melee attackers are going to be getting 4 or 5, they're going to be getting a lot of attacks. You're probably going to see at least 3 attacks a turn from them. And with all your dodge bonuses, odds are at least one of those attacks is going to miss you. And the cool thing is, not only is it just a regular attack of opportunity, but they're automatically caught flat-footed, which basically means sneak attack. So you get your full sneak attack damage in. Plus, those guys are often heavily armored, and I guess that doesn't matter much. But some of them have high dex, so you can go around that. So that's pretty cool. Personally, how I'd recommend building an effective Blade Bravo, though, would be, like I say, focus on the crit and focus on the sneak attack. So you want to take quite a few levels of rogue, and only focus on melee, because the sneak attack that Blade Bravos get only applies to melee. It doesn't apply to like your ranged weapons, which just don't use ranged weapons and problem solved. But yeah, I would use like a thundering weapon, shocking burst, flaming burst, icy burst, stuff like that, because those bursts, they only work on crits. Same with thundering, but at the same time, you're going to be critting a lot. So it's kind of worth it to focus on just the extra damage on your crit. Don't worry about like, oh yeah, I just did a regular attack, I didn't do crap. That's normal for a Blade Bravo. You probably shouldn't be doing a lot of damage on a regular attack. What you want to be doing with that Blade Bravo is, when you get that sneak attack, when you get that critical, you want to be just doing massive damage to your opponent, just obliterating them. That's what you want to kind of do with them. Dual wielding's not a bad option, because then you got that, a few more attacks to try and get that in. So that helps a little bit, but I don't know. It's still only what else is there? Hard to say, really. But I guess that's really all there is about the Blade Bravo, to be honest. You want to focus on that crit. You want to focus on that sneak attack. Do as much as you can to get as much damage out of those. So definitely work on that. And yeah, if you guys got any suggestions, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. There's a good chance at least some of you guys know more about this than I do. There's a lot of you guys out there, and yeah, but definitely love to hear from you guys. And once these things start filling up, read what the other guys got to say. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely want to subscribe. I'm going to be doing one of these videos every Friday, so definitely got to check that out. And if you've already subscribed, definitely check out. Think about sharing the videos. Let your friends see them too. Anyways, that's all I got to say, really. So I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you.